Greetings and salutations, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to our Sunday night game of the Kindred of Savannah, brought to you through Roll Hit Die. Before we get into tonight's adventure, I would like to do my typical usual shoutouts. We have GUI Cube, which is a 5th edition world of Dungeons and Dragons. If you haven't had a chance to check them out, go to GUICube.com. They have a world created by the company themselves, but has been expanded upon by the community. So go check them out. Matter of fact, I got 2 maps in the mail this week from them for Darkenhaven. So who knows? Maybe eventually our Friday night game might actually find that place. We'll see. Also, our miniatures that we create on our games, for the most part, are created through Hero Forge. Hero Forge allows you to create a custom mini. You can create it from miniature size you use at your tables at home to statuette if you just want a, character built of yourself that you'd like to have posed out. They also paint them for you. If you're a subscriber, you can turn that mini, even with the paint colors you've chosen, into a digital version that you can use as we do in our digital games. And let's see, last but not least, as you see the map on the screen here, allows me to show you bits and pieces of Savannah, which we're in, and allows me to immerse my players through the Roll20 app. So I can use that to pop anything up there that we can use to immerse, to share, to keep the game running, if you will. Down below we have 2 links. One is for our website that Marcus has been working on, and the other is for Extra Life. So throughout the year we keep that going. That way, at any point in time in the year, if you have the means to do so and the desire to do so, you can click on that link and give to the Children's Miracle Network as well as the Children's Hospitals. I think that's it as far as my announcements are concerned. As per usual, I ask my players if they have any announcements they would like to give out. And we'll take it from the sounds of crickets. That would be a negative. So then, let's go ahead and jump into tonight's game. So previously, on the Kindred of Savannah, our characters have found themselves in a rather precarious situation. They thought they were partying, ended up becoming dinner, all hell breaks loose, and now they're dealing with some changes. And I don't mean the kind you have when you're a teenager, but probably just as awkward. So our players have realized, one of them has left things behind at the scene of the crime that could lead back to them. They don't know for certain. They haven't actually checked that out yet. But of course, this is only the 3rd night of their new unlife. They've moved Domenico's boat from where it was moored at to a place a little closer to 51 degrees, it would appear. They've taken the van that they believe could have been seen on camera somewhere leaving the club and taken it to a chop shop. Somebody apparently Domenico's used before, and they chopped it up for free. And then they stole another vehicle. I believe it wasn't the rusted out minivan. They decided to go ahead and steal just a sedan of some sort. I believe I don't know if I shared what it was. I want to say it was a Nissan Sentra.
Yeah, I believe so.
Games start to run together, so sometimes I forget things that I've said or done, So anyway, after they've done the moving of the barge or the boat, and then dropping off the vehicle, they took a ferry across the river to make their way back to the club so they can meet up with Christoph and I guess decide where to go next. Sneaking around, they did notice there was a unmarked car across the street from the club with looked like 2 gentlemen in suits sitting in the vehicle. So they thought, we'll just go ahead and sneak around back and go in the secret back door. Well, the back door, which was a entrance to a secret way to get into the main office. Well, upon sneaking around, Devin doesn't do sneaking very well. Devin is like, I've changed my entire appearance, and I'm just going to perform as if I am somebody totally different. And with that, he was able to pull that off. Now, Judd or Jude or whatever version he tells you his name is at the time is invisible and is walking beside them. Uh, Dom, on the other hand, was trying to be sneaky in this back alley and was just not sneaky enough when somebody stepped out from behind them to get their attention. And that is where we pick up this evening.
Okay.
So
Dom, you coming? What's going on? Oh, go ahead.
This individual steps out, and you know what? Let's go ahead and move you guys, shall we? There we go. Give us a little more idea of what the alleyway looks like. Mr. Machete. That is your name, is it not?
I have no idea who you're looking for, but you've got the wrong person.
As you turn around, there is a gentleman standing somewhat in the shadows with a black suit on. Definitely looks kind of like the suits that came in the door the other night.
Okay.
You sure you have no idea who this Mr. Machete is? Because you definitely meet his description.
Nah, you got the wrong person.
I have to have the wrong person because Mr. Machete is supposed to be dead. At least according to Miss Owens, that is.
No idea who those names are. Don't know what you're looking for, don't know what you want.
So you don't know Amber Owens?
Nope. Name doesn't ring a bell.
Why don't you give me a roll?
So could this be a manipulation subterfuge roll?
That would
Trying
work.
to lie to him?
Yeah, that'll work. And I will try to see if I can... Let's see. I don't even know what to use on my end.
Insight, probably?
Yeah, there it is. That's what I was looking for. What is that?
3's the number for me.
Oh, no, I was checking out what was being said.
Oh, I did wits awareness before, as I turned around to make, so I understand what this conversation's about before I started spurting out.
So your success was a 3, and my insight to your success is a 2. So therefore, he's going to believe you at this point in time. Judd, no, you do not recognize him.
Okay.
Not from any of the Camarilla. You're pretty certain he's human.
Okay.
Well, sir, whatever your name is, what is your name, so that we take care of this properly.
I'm a nobody. My name's not important.
Well, I beg to differ. I am asking. And he pulls out a badge. I am Agent Bennett with the FBI, and I do have some questions. Or your very flashy friend over there could come join us.
The reason I'm hiding is because it's embarrassing to be around them.
Harry, leave the guy alone. Let's go. You're supposed to be getting me into this club.
Did you say Terry?
Gary.
Gary. Gary what?
I pay him cash. I don't sign checks over to him. I'm Gary.
And you are? It's taking a long time for you to answer, sir. Do you not know your own name? Or did he just freeze?
I'm pretty sure he froze.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure he'll be back in just a second, or his system will catch up, or something.
It's the drugs.
All right. Why do you have a purple ring around you?
Oh, so say I'm invisible.
Copy that. Okay. I just know I didn't put it there, so I was like, what?
No, I just decided I needed something to make sure I remembered I'm invisible at this point.
Right. And give us a second, folks, because as you can tell, his camera just went out. And he said, "Oh, you just posted your ancestry."
Yeah,
Excellent. Okay.
it's just he has some John Mongan has an interesting.
Oh, he's letting us know what happened.
Yep.
I'm gonna guess internet crashed.
Possibly. But as you know, one of our other players likes to point out, it would be roll hit die with a little bit of complication or technical difficulties.
Exactly.
Yep.
And it could also be a matter of the fact that we run our games on Sunday nights. A lot of people are probably doing so. Lost internet. Give me a second to reboot, but he tells me his name is Edward Dalton. Okay. And your last name, Gary?
Doesn't matter at all.
Well, I mean, details do matter. I need to put this in my report. And
Jules.
Gary Jules. Alright, Gary Jules. And we have Edward Dalton. I'm glad he didn't go Cullen. That I've really been upset with him. All right, well, Mr. Jules, you're attempting to get him into that club over there.
I'm just doing as he wants me to say. He's thinking I'm assuming maybe I can strong arm him in. I don't know. It's not what I have.
Do you work at that particular establishment?
No, he just wants to go in there, and he brought me here as bodyguard mainly.
Hopefully his internet comes back so he can actually answer these questions too. What is Judd doing during this?
Just watching. I mean, if he needs to, he'll kill this guy, but
Okay.
try not to kill the police. Usually a bad thing.
Tends to be.
Now, go ahead and give me a wisdom awareness.
Who?
Both of you. I'd say all three of you, but he's not currently with us, so
How does this look?
maybe a difficulty 2.
No.
Yeah, you're more, I guess, caught up on him and what he's asking. Yeah, you notice.
wow.
Yeah, you're not being distracted in any means. You do notice that there is a rather decent pile of cigarette butts next to the dumpster where he was apparently hiding at. So he's been standing there for a long time. So, you have no affiliation with the club, but this gentleman expects you to get him into the club.
I'm assuming he wants muscle if he can't talk his way in. I don't think that's the best way to go into it other than waiting for line, but he's impatient.
And he is currently getting back in now. May have to adjust the cameras once he's back in. There he is. So let's see. Yep, gonna have to adjust. Need to swap the two around.
He
Sorry
loves
about
to
that.
look at he
No, it's
loves to
fine.
look at pretty things, and he's heard there's pretty things inside.
Is this gonna bother you?
All right. So, Mr. Dalton, you said.
Yes, Edward Dalton. I'm an up-and-coming influencer.
I'm sure you are. And you're expecting Mr. Jules, you said? to-
Jules?
Yes, your friend Gary. You apparently don't know his last name. You were standing right here.
Like
Yeah.
I
Did
said,
Did you
he just
space
pays
out
me.
during our conversation?
Sorry. He's hired help. He's my cameraman. I mean,
So
I
which
can't
is
look-
it? Is he your cameraman or is he your muscle?
he's a little bit of both. Like I said, I'm internet famous-ish.
Why don't you give me that same role he gave me earlier?
Which is
We were with larceny or something?
I did subterfuge manipulation
There you
because
go.
I'm trying to manipulate him into believing me.
Subterfuge.
Yeah,
And then-
There it
subterfuge is the
Subterfuge
art
and
of
and
lying.
manipulation. And I will use an insight to try to see if I can see past your bullshit. Well, this guy needs to go back to the farm. Alright, so he is your cameraman / muscle.
yes.
And how are you expecting to get into that club there?
Well, I set up a thing with the club where I'll get free drinks and they'll get exposure with my tens of followers.
Tens of
Fuck.
Tens of followers, okay. Do you know anyone in that establishment, or are you just... Who's your contact there?
Larry, didn't you say we were going to meet
It's Larry?
Larry Gary? I just pay the dude. I just pay him. I don't really pay attention to him. Once my stuff's done, he goes away.
He does seem to be writing in a little notebook every time you say
You have
something.
internet? I do.
And you have no knowledge of anybody who works at that place.
I called. Well, actually, he called to set up a thing. He said it was good to go. They're waiting on me. So, Mr. Badgeman or whatever you are, can we go?
Your stories are not really panning out too well. Did you guys not work this out before you came walking down this alleyway sneaky?
I wasn't sneaking.
I was. You're embarrassing to be around.
Look how you're dressed. You're embarrassing me. That's why I don't care to really learn your real name. It's a Jerry, Gary, Barry. Hell, it could be Billy Bob for all I care. Just as long as you shoot the camera and get the lighting right, I pay you. Hired help these days, I swear.
Why don't you give me another one of them subterfuge?
All right.
Yeah, there's no way in the world I was beating that.
Oh boy.
Okay. Just say I believe you. You don't know anyone who works there. You're just getting a gig there. You're an influencer. You said your name was Edward Dalton. What is your what is it? That Twitter or snitch? What is that
Instagram.
thing you do that you?
I'm an Instagram model, thank you.
Okay, yeah. So what is that? So I can I put that down in my file so we can verify that.
Dalton Rivers.
Dalton Rivers.
And I did set some of this up last night.
Oh no. What'd you do? Well, then, Mr. Dalton, I will be sure to verify that. Do you have any contact information in case we need to get back in touch with you?
Yeah, you can look on Instagram for Dalton Rivers.
Well, I was referring to something more like a phone and address.
Who uses phones these days to actually call people?
I mean, pretty much everyone. It's not like I asked if you had a beeper or a home phone. Do you not have a
What's
cell
a
phone?
beeper? What's a beeper?
Do you not have a cell phone?
I do have a cell phone. How do you think I take my selfies?
Precisely. So, how about some contact information?
How about your contact information, huh?
My contact information?
Yeah, you
Agent
flash
Bennett with the FBI.
How
the
do I know
Savannah
you're
field
Agent
office.
Bennett?
Call the
Where's your
FBI field
card?
office. Here you
Where's
go.
your card?
He hands it to you.
I will call it up.
Does this work for you?
Yeah.
Thank you. He hangs it up, puts it back in his pocket. Now you have my contact information. I now have yours. Thank you very much.
Well, that doesn't explain who you are. Well, I'm gonna block your number. How about them apples?
Have yourself a delightful evening, Mr. Dalton.
I'm gonna Google. You said Savannah field office?
Yeah, it's the second number on the card.
He's gonna call that number. I'm going full Karen here.
You've reached the Savannah FBI field office. This is an emergency. Please hang up and call 911. If you know your party's extension, you can dial it at any time. Please.
Bro. Give me damn operator.
Please hold. And you start getting your little elevator music. Well, like I said, Mr. Dalton, you can have yourself a good night.
That's what I thought. Come on, Gary.
Are you still on hold?
Yeah, just
Okay.
walking
You
to
still
the
get
door.
the elevator music, and then after a while, you get that whole, if you'd like to talk to criminal investigation style 1, if you'd like to talk to, whatever, I don't know. I've never had to call the Savannah FBI office, so I don't know what kind of. Maybe I should have done some research over the week. But anyway, you get the basics. Hit this number, hit that number. And you can enter your party's extension at any time, and you get hit O, so you get put back on hold for a while. And you're still on hold as he walks down the side of the alleyway. And what are you guys doing?
Moving out of the way. And, you might need a new ID after this. You too.
You've reached the Savannah field office. How can I help you?
Yes, I'd like to file a complaint.
I'm sorry, sir. You've reached the wrong department for that. If you want to file a complaint, you need to hang up and call, and it gives you another number.
Well, you can tell your supervisor I will be calling. You got your wannabe cops out here harassing folks or just trying to have a good time.
Yes, well, I mean, that's none of my concern. If you have a complaint, you can call this number. Thank you and have a good night. Click.
He hangs up.
So you might need a new ID after all this.
Well, yeah. Okay.
Calling you already?
I guess so. No, it's our delivery. That should be good.
It's a mad world anymore, especially with them floating around.
Yeah.
Hey,
And obviously they have a picture view dom.
Not surprising, but it's not a big issue. It's fine.
Okay.
Yep, he stepped away. So you guys make your way to the back door.
I have no fucking clue how this is supposed to work. Let's find out.
And I'm going to keep an eye out to make sure the FBI agent is not lingering anymore.
No, well, give me a look. See, what's an awareness?
No, I knew that.
Or you can give me an investigation.
Oh, that's actually a little
with
bit
your
better.
wits. Because awareness, I'm gonna take to be, you're basically aware of what's going on, whereas investigation will be you're physically looking to see what's going on.
Okay. So 2 out of 2.
Okay, I see that. So yeah, you don't currently see him. He walked down to the end of the alley and turned left.
Okay.
And you get to the door.
I wonder if they'll be expecting us at all. Hopefully that phone call rang true. And I'll knock on the door nice and loud. Loud enough that they should be able to hear knocking from that door.
How loud are we knocking?
Over the music, the guys at the door should be able to hear it.
Well, remember,
I'm being careful
That's
because
what I'm
I've
asking.
realized my newfound
because
abilities.
if you I want to knock real hard.
I'm not going to bust the door down.
Okay, sorry. I shouldn't be disturbed anymore.
Okay, so you guys
In
are at the
theory.
door, and Dom is knocking at the door. Pretty loud. Then a little thing slides open. You trying to bust the door in?
Hey, how's it going? We're here for his influencing.
Well, we don't have anybody due to be here for influencing.
What's his name?
Christoph.
Christoph. Here to talk to Christoph.
He expecting you?
He invited us back.
And who is us?
Do you know the guy at the door?
Nope. He obviously doesn't know you.
Yeah. Do we even know the names of the door guys?
I don't think he bothered to ask.
Yeah, no, we didn't.
I mean, they're just decoration, right?
I guess.
Look, dude, I'm the new DJ. Okay. Apparently,
You know,
y'all's
DJ
No, no,
Chicks
no.
has got that covered when, because, DJ, whatever his damn name is, Devon or whatever they said his name is no longer with us.
Yeah, I'm here to fill in because apparently Sticks needs to go back up north for her club or whatever, or his club or
that
whoever.
doesn't really strike any chords of memory there, brother.
He'll know who I am if you just give him this, and I'll slide through a driver's license. Hopefully this isn't going to bite me. We'll find out. He knows that we're going to be coming back.
Fine. Stay here. And the thing closes shut, and you're stuck in the alleyway.
So, Edward, you're influencing with your tens of fans. Are you ready?
I saw what he was trying to do, so I was just making up shit.
Yeah, no, I'm surprised they even still have me on file, but it is what it is.
And that was the first thing I think of. So yeah.
Well, they may have just found your picture among all the people that were at the club, and their witness.
Talk to somebody.
How about you guys
Yeah.
give me a... What the hell would this be? Intelligence. I want you to give me a memory kind of roll. Is what I'm trying to think of. So intelligence and we'll just do wits and intelligence. Just go with that.
Hey, that's a lot better than I was looking at earlier. All right, what's intelligence?
What's an intelligence?
Oh, better than I thought.
3.
Yeah, no, it went from 1 to 4 dice.
So we're still waiting on Devon. I'm sorry, Edwards.
Yeah. With second attribute,
Intelligence.
intelligence. Yeah.
Okay, so decent enough. You do remember the Agent Bennett, making
Mentioned
some sort of question
Amber?
to you about Miss Owens.
Yeah.
Yep.
And you've come to the conclusion that maybe she described you because he did say something about you supposedly being dead.
Yeah, it's weird how he's supposed to be dead. But
So yeah, you're 2 and 2 together. Apparently, she may have given a description of you and your name, and concerned that you were dead.
well, Gary Jules is alive.
Yeah, you guys were able to definitely convince him that you were somebody different.
I got the feeling from you when you got the name Edward that you were both happy and kind of disappointed he didn't say Colin.
Edward Cullen.
Yeah, Cullen.
Edward Cullen.
Oh,
yeah.
you don't know that vampire movie?
Yeah, he does. He references it all the time.
Oh,
Yeah, he sparkles.
Yeah, the sparkly one.
I'm just glad you did not use that name.
I know about the movie. I don't remember everybody's damn names in it. I know it was like Edward or Jacob or whatever,
That's
something like that.
Edward was the vampire. Jacob was the
It was
werewolf.
the werewolf.
Yep.
Last names I have no idea.
Okay. All right. So yeah, you guys consider that they've asked her questions. She described you. Granted, Mr. Dalton here does not resemble the gentleman that was with you that was also dead. But since he couldn't verify that you were you, he didn't ask any further questions along those lines.
I just seem to match all the distinguishing features.
All
But
right. And that also brings into mind you might have an idea now where Amber disappeared to.
yep.
Yeah.
Vampires didn't kill her. Yet. Maybe.
Yep. You think she may be in somebody's custody.
It's good she's still alive at least. Don't say that out loud.
So they took her before she could get medical attention.
Apparently, because the hospital never received her.
Or they now claim they never received her.
Could be.
Government doing some shady shit.
Government
the first
doesn't
time.
do that, right?
Oh boy. Let's not get into conspiracy theories about stupid shit.
Only if they involve vampires. So after you guys are sitting here discussing this for a few minutes, the little slide opens back up. Actually, the slide does not open back up. you hear some latches being removed. About 4 of them, slide bolts and such.
Okay.
Slide bolts, deadbolts, chains, whatever. The door opens up. Yeah, boss man said he knows who you are, and said he'll see you, but he said you don't look like the other gentleman supposed to be here, so I'm just going to take it on your word that you're supposed to be here.
He loves pretty things. Yeah, he's with me.
Yeah.
And so is Jude. Are you invisible or visible?
I'm invisible.
Okay. Yeah, and there's yeah. Anyway, yeah. No, you got my, or you give it to him, and he held onto it. I'm stalling him at the door long enough to make sure Jude can get inside.
Yes.
Oh, you're talking about your ID.
Yeah, and I was being
Yeah,
intentionally
he hands
vague.
you your license back.
Oh, appreciate it. Thanks. Take care.
So,
Yeah.
he said you can go through the kitchen. It'll bring you out to the front, and you can go up the stairs.
Perfect.
And Jude is going to be
And the guy that
sneaking
you're
in.
talking to does not look like one of the guards. He's not dressed like,
Mhm.
Kristoff's guards. Actually, looks like he might be a cook or a busboy of some sort. Because he's wearing like an apron with a t-shirt and it's kind of, hair's all wet.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Perfect.
All right, so you are inside.
Okay.
All right. You're going with me, Edward. You don't
Like
get
that
to
name
look at the
was-
pretty music.
Do I hear the music?
Yeah, you hear music. I mean, he's definitely been going.
Is it her or is it just?
The way it sounds to you is it sounds like it's some sort of track. Maybe
Okay.
something that was recorded at one point in time by you that they're, putting on repeat.
Okay. Yeah. So nothing new.
Yeah.
So is Jude with us?
Yeah.
I hope so.
Dumb.
I tried to stall long enough.
You didn't learn how to do that.
What?
Turn invisible. Because I tried and I think I almost had an aneurysm or something.
I am a shadow. I am one with the dark. Let's go.
We'll go up to Dom's, or not Dom's,
Christoph?
Kristoff's, office.
All right, you get up there. You got 2 guys standing in front of the door. Looks at Dom and nods and uses his right arm to open the door and hold it open for you.
Much appreciated.
Thank you. We walked in.
What order?
I'd be going in, making
Then-
sure that Edward is with me and not
And
getting
I'm-
distracted.
Going to try to get in between them, so
Yeah.
so the door doesn't close.
No, not.
Or I'll probably go in right before Dom, so he can help get Devin in.
Yeah, I don't know where you're at, so I give a wide, a berth,
um,
so there's time to get
Looking
through.
across the dance floor, like I said, it sounds like it's a recording you've done prior. You see what you normally see out on the dance floor: a bunch of drunk teenagers and young adults with glowy sticks and smoke kicking, dancing around.
Okay.
But the music does not really capture you.
Yeah.
Like when she was running the table earlier the other night. So you're like, it's okay.
It's probably
You're actually hearing flaws in your own music as it's being played.
Ah.
You know it's yours, but you thought it sounded a lot better when you did it before, but it doesn't sound quite that good right now.
The file must be corrupted or something. I'll have to re-download that. remix it or something. Something's just not right. Any pretty girls out there?
I mean, yeah, it's a club. There's several of them out there. Do come in. I mean, I don't want my door open the entire time you're standing there.
Thanks for seeing us again on such short notice.
Yes. How did the rest of your night go?
Oh, it went fine.
What are we doing?
I was checking to see if I noticed any really hot ones that I might want to go approach later.
Yeah. To the point where you're pulling away as the doors open
Mm-hmm.
to go back downstairs.
I will pull his shirt and bring him into the room.
Grab him by the neck.
Yeah.
What the hell?
We're here to see the boss, not to look at ladies or whatever.
Yeah, the kicker is the interesting thing is you weren't looking at them in that manner. You were looking at them as if they were a different kind of dessert, the kind you actually eat.
Yeah.
Still trying to get the hang of your new life.
Yeah, they kind of need some help in hunting. I don't think they're gonna survive much more on the Capri Suns.
Oh, those things are nasty.
Gonna need a leash for this one too.
Yeah,
A leash?
not sure how to do that.
Yes, Edward.
Edward.
There
I'm
was
trying
someone.
out new names because it said apparently I left all my stuff and now my old life is gone. So I figured, hey, check out new names.
Right, but there's only a problem with that. Anybody runs your name, they're going to find out it's false. Without a proper background created for you, it's not going to pass anything beyond a cursory glance. Like if
What people can't.
Like if
Go
the
ahead.
FBI or the police were to run your name and your appearance, they're not going to find that it's meshes well.
In other words, you're gonna have to get a new ID again.
Okay. Well, I was trying out different names, and Edward Dalton was the first one that kind of popped in my head. Maybe Anthony Alcalard. I could be like a doctor of philosophy or something.
How about you,
I don't
Mr. Machete?
Yeah, apparently now I'm a singer from California.
Do tell.
He wanted my name. I wasn't gonna give the suit my name, and he called me Gary,
Suit.
and then he wanted
FBI agent Benton was
Bennett.
hanging outside your, or sorry, Bennett. He was hanging outside your back door.
Oh, was
Yeah, he gave me this card.
And
Yes, and he has your number now.
Wait.
So
He
new
has
cell
your
phone.
number?
But I blocked him.
Where's your phone?
I'll have
He
it in
knew
my
we were
phone.
gonna be coming inside of the club at least.
No, Marcus. Where does Edward / Devin have his phone at right now?
In his pocket. I'll pull it out.
Actually, can I larceny it to get it away from him and onto the desk?
Well, actually, the problem is a rather young goth-looking girl just kind of appears in front of him with her hand out.
Ah, okay.
Hey, how you doing?
You want your phone? Give her
Oh.
your phone. We'll
You
get
gonna
you
call me
another.
later?
Do you have her,
Ow, I have no money.
do you hand her your phone?
Yeah.
Crack. Drops it in the fish tank.
I didn't pay for it.
Yep.
So you gave
Sad,
an
you're gonna have
FBI
to get another.
agent your phone number.
He gave me his card because I wanted to verify his details, and I called the number on there, and apparently it rang to him.
She turns and looks back at Christoph. He's not too bright, is he? Well, I mean, he is one of your clan, so...
Plans.
She chuckles, turns back and looks at you.
Not this again.
When you give an FBI agent your phone number, you've actually given them access to your phone. All they have to do is put the number in the systems, and voila. You're carrying around a camera and a microphone for the agency. So anything you said prior to me breaking that was probably being listened to.
What did we say prior to that?
I didn't say
I
anything
believe,
incriminating.
Enough.
I believe something about being a singer from out of town, because you weren't going to tell the suit your name, that I decided to go with Edward Dalton, but I thought about this Alexander something or another and be a doctor of philosophy.
Okay. So you're saying that name's out then?
This is going to be interesting. Do I really need to teach him anything? Or can we just... No, that's dangerous for the rest of us.
I don't know. Yesterday I was a DJ, now I've got to vent myself again.
No, yesterday you were stuck in a crypt.
Okay, the day before.
I'll
What?
tell you
I don't
what.
even... What?
Have a seat.
Okay.
And answer any questions that Christoph has. And from there we'll work on teaching you some things.
Can I get
Good luck. We've
Drink.
tried. He's tried.
Just Capri Suns or whatever they are, just... It's missing something.
Yes, I'm sure it is. So why don't you sit there and listen
Okay.
and answer any questions.
Okay, I'll try. 42.
And you hear a deep sigh from behind the desk. And she is no longer in front of you. Now that you know to track, you can track her movement. But you were not expecting her to appear in front of you as quickly as she did. Okay, so let's go back. You spoke with an agent, Bennett, downstairs, and you gave him your phone number.
Well, I was trying to call his field office to
And
verify you.
Precisely. You've called the field office with that phone, and you called him. Therefore, they had it. So, did you say anything that you could find an issue with since you spoke with him?
I told him I was a fancy new
No.
up and coming.
Since you spoke with him.
Oh, where's Jude? And I think that's about all I said because I was paying attention to. Somehow my file got corrupted or something because
No, that's
beat's a
your
little off.
music. No
Yeah,
corruption there.
It doesn't sound the same.
Because you're not
They were
listening
getting this-
to it with mortal ears anymore.
So did I really suck this bad? No.
No, your music is fine for a mortal. It's actually quite good for a mortal. Now, your music aside, I will repeat. What all did you say prior to coming to see me after speaking with the agent? Well, that question is for all three of you.
Okay. Your name got mentioned when we were at the door.
Okay, so you mentioned my name. That's fine. Anything else?
I don't think we mentioned names in particular, other than yours.
Okay, how about once you came inside?
I asked where Jude was.
Okay, well
Yeah.
that can be explained away, and you didn't specify who you're asking that of. And you are in a club. So you don't think you, other than of course you rattling off different aliases you could use, let anything else slip?
Don't think so.
And when you mentioned Capri Suns, you didn't verify what those Capri Suns meant.
Right.
No.
Okay. So you may be fine. But please, try to be more cautious next time. This is one of the reasons why the Camarilla doesn't use technology. It's easily used against them. Granted,
Oh,
you can be safe and not worry about it, but... Do you have a question?
Are we Camarillo?
Oh, by gods, no.
Okay.
I would not be caught dead taking orders from a prince. Well, alive, undead. Well, whatever the phrase is these days.
The patriarchy.
Yeah, I don't listen to anyone who's younger than I am.
So the princess is really young?
Compared to me, yes. By about 150 years.
Hmm.
Damn, you look good for your age.
Well, don't I?
You're not going to be aging, Devin Edward.
So, yes, Prince Julius is definitely a little younger than I am by about 150 years. I knew his sire, and I refused to take orders from a prince that's younger than I. And by all means, Talon is not going to direct what I do either. Matter of fact, neither of them know that I'm in the city unless somebody has told them. Which is kind of hard to do since neither one of you seem to know my true name. Just the name I'm using currently.
It was just me.
Usually best that
Have
way.
you informed them of the clan leaders and the important people?
Well, we started a little bit further back. We talked about
Me
what
try.
clans are.
The electric one again.
Okay.
Yeah, I haven't talked to them about the Camarilla leaders yet, because I had a feeling you kind of wanted to keep them away from the Camarilla.
Well, I'd love to, but if they don't know who to avoid.
Well, yes, but truthfully, I've been trying to keep them away from everyone right now until they got the basics.
Let's see.
One problem is I'm not really good at teaching people how to feed.
Yeah, I understand. You're one of those who likes to drink out of those Capri Suns, as you put it?
Oh, yeah, much easier.
Have you fed this evening?
On the way
yeah,
over, we did.
Okay, and you fed off your sippy cups, or juice bottles?
Yes.
Yep.
Alright.
Yeah, I have a feeling they probably need a little something more now, but
Alright, so let's see. I need to check that name for you too, because I have not done that yet.
But yeah, he wasn't feeling, I guess, not confident, but having him watch over us feed, I think maybe he thought we would go too far, or whatever the case may be.
that's one risk.
Vincent, can you check my schedule and see if I have some free time this evening to, I don't know, walk the city with young Dominique here? And out of the corner steps a gentleman in a black robe, almost like you'd see in cosplay for a wizard,
Mhm.
and quite obviously Nosferatu.
Does he have a hat on?
Nope, no hat,
Not a real wizard.
and
Sorry.
he's got the long claws. He's got his fingers stapled together, and he just kind of appears out of the corner. Yes, I will do just that. Is there anything else that I can do for you before I depart? No, Vincent, that should be fine for now. Of course, keep on that that job I gave you the other night. And if you find out anything more about the others, please let me know. You can call me on my phone.
Apparently, they took Amber away from where we dropped her off, so apparently she's still alive.
So you're telling me Ambu is in the custody of the FBI?
Only
Yes.
assuming. But from what they said, it seems to be.
Yeah, well, that's pretty much right. Vincent told me that he thought she was picked up at the hospital when she went to go check in. So, it is safe to assume that any information she knew prior to being dropped off, being that she wasn't turned, right? She was still mortal?
She was still mortal.
Yeah,
I died, so she told them I died.
yeah. Okay, so then they have some information. Need to find out exactly where they're holding Miss Owens. Because if I know the SAD, and I'm sure that's who these agents are a part of, they'll put her in a hole and leave her there. They don't tend to let witnesses to something like that free.
Mm-hmm.
So who would that be?
The SAD,
Yeah.
it's a special branch of the FBI. They,
Remember when
Devin-
I talked about the Inquisition?
Devin, you watch movies, because I've heard you make references to different ones.
Yes.
Not now, putting aliens aside, you'd consider them like the Men in Black or your X-Files.
So the truth is out there.
Have you looked in a mirror lately?
I tried
Yes.
when I was doing my hair.
Yeah, you work just fine.
Okay.
Yes, there are certain truths that are out there that the mortals don't know about or don't wish to know about. What is the actual name for that? It's right here. There we go. It's the I'll get back to you with the actual what it stands for.
Okay.
And anyway, they are a branch of the FBI that hunt the things that go bump in the night, and they work with the Second Inquisition, or the SI, is what we call them. They are in affiliation with the Church of the Vatican, and that's pretty much, if you've heard of the Spanish Inquisition, then it's the same.
Oh,
It's
no
unknown.
one expects the Spanish Inquisition.
It's
Yes, we went through this last night.
Yeah, I believe.
I think we went through this not too long ago, really. Yeah.
Yeah.
That joke. Ugh.
Sorry, I'll shut up.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
I'll look watching
Well-
that gothic girl.
Anyway, there's a big story, and I
Where?
believe you already told most of this by Judd the other night. If I remember correctly, you did say you explained a lot of things to them, including
we talked
the
about a lot.
Shreknet and the Inquisition itself.
And we also talked about the beast, which is why I was bringing them here to get some help for them, and so they didn't go hog wild.
Yes, one thing we frown upon is killing your victims. There is a way to feed without killing those you feed upon. Judd prefers to just go ahead and drink it straight out of a container as opposed to taking it straight from the source. I mean, it's fine. It's cold, but it's fine.
Mhm.
It's
Works for me.
yes, and you'll find your own way to feed the way that suits you best. There are several different methods of doing so, and you just need to find which one works for you. I'm assuming you. Which do you prefer me call you right now? Devin or Edward?
We'll stick with Devin because Edward, I'm just not feeling it right now.
Well,
Not only it's compromised.
if you are able to survive long enough, you'll probably go through several different names.
What do you mean survive long enough? I thought we don't die.
We all die. It's how we go out. I don't plan on going out anytime soon. But if you make too many mistakes... Well, let's rephrase this. You remember your party,
Uh-huh.
where you returned.
Dinner's done, that timer won't shut off. I've never set that timer in, I can't shut it off.
Okay.
You know, where you were fed upon.
Mm-hmm.
So, there were vampires there. Or kindred, I'm sorry, we just test that word, that V word. Kindred is more to our liking. But you are one of those who watches movies, so I use the V word to explain. But anytime we talk about ourselves, we are called the kindred.
Okay.
Now, there were kindred there, and yes, when you're kindred, you can potentially live a very long life. But
Okay.
just like any other creature on this planet, things can kill you. Like your sires apparently died, well, pretty much in your face.
Yeah, what was that they were shot with? Sorry, I wasn't paying attention last time.
It sounds like,
Dragonfire.
well, yes, dragonfire is what it used to be called. It's more of a
Dragons are real.
what's the word I'm looking for? Phosphorus shotgun shells.
Oh, okay.
Now, granted, if you shoot them from a shotgun, you've got a limited amount of shots that you can do before it melts the barrel, but that's pretty much the case.
Okay.
Don't think you... Doesn't sound like you saw the other weapons in which they employ. It's more of a crossbow, but it shoots out wooden stakes.
Huge.
Now, mind you, when you get staked in the heart, like any other vampire story I'm sure you've watched before, you don't die, you just cease to function until the stake is removed. Are there any questions you have for me?
No, I kind of tried to hold on to everything he was saying the other night, telling us about everything. It just seemed that, yeah, some of us didn't quite hold on to any of it.
Yeah.
They had a little more trouble.
Hold on, just well, I don't think I can do so.
But
All right, so let's go ahead and take ourselves a quick 5 minutes.
yep.
Okay.
We'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen. Don't go far. And looks like we're back. So yes, before you zoned out on me again, I
Sorry.
guess hearing for flaws in your own recording there. Are there any questions? Did we answer anything you needed answered at this point in time?
Well, apparently who do I need to talk to about getting a official new identity?
Oh, we'll work on that.
And no offense, Dom, but you, the boat, yeah, is there something better? And how do I get my money out of my bank without tipping off the men in black?
Money out of your bank. Well, first of all, why don't you give Strix there your information, and perhaps she can figure something out for you.
Okay. So you're gonna call me later? Yeah. Oh wait, I don't have a phone. Shit.
Yeah, you'll have to get yourself another one of those, won't you?
No, you don't have a phone. Because somebody gave the number to the FBI. You're going to have to be a lot more careful than that.
I watch horror movies, not cop movies. Yeah, I guess I should get this Marine tattoo removed since that's a marketing.
You know, there's also just makeup.
Do you plan on going around showing your arms bare?
No, but that reminds me. Maybe I can get like the orange copper tanning spray. Since I can't go with this look anymore.
What do you mean, orange tanning spray?
The spray tan.
For what?
I gotta change my look again. The FBI is gonna look up this Devlin Slivers and see that I only got like a couple of followers. I'm not as internet famous as I claim to be.
Yeah, you're tens of followers.
I think he already figured that part out.
You know what? We'll work on that. Why don't you work on not getting yourself staked before you need to be?
Or I need to be?
Yes.
In other words, staked by one of the FBI agents.
Okay. So I'm getting staked later?
If
No.
you're not careful, yes.
Okay. Let's just simplify this. You need to lay low.
You need... We have rules. And those rules are called the masquerade.
Yeah.
We hide amongst these people and survive. But if you make mistakes, you break the masquerade. And grounds for that is being staked out in the sun.
Okay.
It's not as fun as it used to be, trust me.
Doesn't sound like it would be fun.
No, not for you. See, the sun now will definitely leave a lasting mark. And if you're staked in it, well, you won't be around long enough to worry about that mark.
Okay.
Remember what I said about being staked?
Yes. It
Oh, I'm
doesn't
sorry.
actually...
Remember what Christoph said about being staked?
Yes.
Well, when you're staked, you can't do anything.
Mhm.
You're literally unconscious, I suppose is the best way to put it. Until the stake is removed. Well, if you're staked and left out in the sun, the only way you'll survive is if somebody else pulls the stake and drags your body away from the sunlight.
Okay. So, steak, we get torpor. Right? Like go in hibernation or some shit.
Oh, someone's been listening to the studies.
I may be a natural blonde, but I do pay attention to some things.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, her description I told you was just a goth girl. Yeah, she's wearing how tall are you?
5'9".
Yeah, she's just a little shorter than you are. And
Okay.
one side of her hair is jet black, the other side is like really dark green.
Okay.
She's got the black, eyeshadow and lip makeup going. She's wearing boots that come up to her knees, and they have lifts on them.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of buckles. Currently, she's wearing black leather pants and a red, almost like a red velvet type top, but nothing too revealing.
Cool. So, do all of us dress like that?
No.
Do you not remember seeing the DJ last night?
Yeah.
That's me.
Oh, that's you.
Oh!
Yeah.
But I thought you were
just
dressed
called-
differently. Okay,
he
never
just
mind.
called me Strix. Did you not realize? Oh God, my God!
I was lost in the music. I didn't hear the name.
Yes,
I
was
am
not
DJ
paying attention to that.
Strix, and when I'm on stage, you do not see this.
Okay.
But no, we don't all dress like this. Some of us dress like that.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure I got the outfits right.
Yes,
I
there's
didn't-
no dress code.
Okay.
Have you? Did you not see? Oh, never mind. These are questions I'm sure you would have known if you could.
We had to first get over the fact that he doesn't sparkle in sunlight that he incinerates.
Oh God, who told you that would be the case?
I
Is that why you
He
chose the
watches
name
movies.
Edward? Please tell me that's not why you chose the name Edward.
no. Remember the movie Daybreakers with the vampire who could actually walk during the day? You know, Ethan Hawke's character.
We call those Thin Bloods.
Oh. Okay.
And they're, well, very beneath you.
Okay. So, how about Barnabas Collins?
Yeah,
She looks
we've
at
already
the
gone
others.
through that name.
Is this been going on since he turned? Or is this something he did
Yes.
prior to turning?
No, this is
Night
Like
one.
night one.
I like to watch a bunch of horror movies, and when he tells me I'm a vampire,
Well, let's just tell you this now. They're not historically accurate.
not even Dr. Acula.
No, because, well, most of those vampire, or, yes, they're called vampire films, are created by the Kindred. Kind of a false information, if you will.
Oh, a ruse. I gotcha.
Ooh, that's a big word for you.
I may not be, the brightest bulb in the pack, but I can know
I mean, that
some
is
words.
definitely a bright dress.
How about Forrest?
Well, as long as you watch for the trees. Anyway, I've got to get your account taken care of,
Okay.
and then I will show you how to hunt later.
Okay.
Keep in mind, how would you like to go about doing so? And then we'll discuss from there. And Lord knows,
Well-
hopefully I'll be able to teach you something that'll keep you from being staked.
See, his
And
Capri
she's steadily,
Suns,
like, her hands are steadily flying over a keyboard.
they were but whatever Christoph gave me night before last night, I don't know. These days are kind of mixing together here.
Potatoes.
It actually tasted delicious. So I don't know what the difference from that and that.
Did it come, well, Both of them came from a container, correct?
Yes.
Christoph tends to keep his bottled refreshments. Well, Christoph will start talking. He's Strix, just take care of the bank account. I'll answer any of the questions for now. Please don't let him distract you yet. Anyway, yes, my bottles that I bring up are not chilled. They are warmed.
Okay. But
For one, it was warm. For two, it came from a donor who partook in their own extracurricular chemicals, I suppose you will. And apparently you like the taste of that in the bloodstream. Whereas the Capri Suns, and he chuckles at that, well, first of all, they are cold and kept that way. And, well, they're bland. But you can survive off of it.
yeah, but I don't know. Whatever was in that glass you gave me the night before, I like that. How do I get me a bottle of that?
I think the thing is they're all out there.
Yes. You see the window behind me?
Uh-huh.
Look outside and consider it a menu.
Can I look out without these two guys grabbing me and dragging me around?
These two
It's a little
guys.
demeaning.
These two guys could not drag you anywhere. Not now.
Oh. I'm bigger and stronger than them?
They're to keep the mortals out.
Oh,
I
he
think
was
he's
talking to
I'm
referring
talking
us.
to
about
us.
Dom and Jay.
Oh,
They
those
keep grabbing me.
Well, you need
grab
to
me by
ask
the neck.
them, not me. Not me. You asked me. I don't control those two. I control the human ones.
Oh,
Yes.
And
And we're only
apparently I
pulling
can
you
do
out of
that
the way
too?
so. Well, we're only
I
pulling you
pay
out of the way
them,
so you don't
so-
get hit by a bus.
I mean, I do pay them well. That's why they work for me.
well, I know he said I was one of them, and apparently I can control people. Like I did
To a
the whole
degree,
Jedi
yeah.
mind trick on one of them.
Yes,
That was,
is
like,
one
really
of
cool.
your clan-based abilities. You'll learn others as you grow in power, but seems that you've picked that one up right away.
Just did what he told me to do.
Are you going to look out the window, or are you going to sit
Um,
there and complain?
I'll go look out. I
And you
was
look out the
just-
window and you see all the, like I said, the teenagers and the young adults out there dancing around and partying on the dance floor.
Anyone strike my fancy?
From here,
From
I don't know. It's up to you. What's your
well,
fancy?
that bistro failure. I didn't know if I picked up that scent before.
Not
out
now.
there. Oh, okay.
No, you just picked the scent of blood.
Okay.
Your hunger was kind of pulling at you a little bit. The beast wanted you to go down and eat something, even though you didn't really need to at the time. That's what we call a menu. You have all those choices. Now, as you learn to hunt, you'll be able to pick from those choices. Like when you were human, you liked a
Uh-huh.
hamburger.
Yeah.
Well, those are hamburgers. Do you like something on your hamburger?
Bacon.
You liked bacon on your burger when you were alive. Trust me, you don't want to do that now. Well, look down
Oh,
there
yeah,
and you
bacon?
see all those burgers.
Uh-huh.
And you'll be able to determine which one has bacon.
I thought you said I couldn't have bacon.
Is this analogy not working for you? You like a certain thing in the bloodstream. Some of us like
You
a
like
certain
drugs.
blood type.
Oh,
Find one that
You'll be
has
able
been
to
taking
find
drugs.
that down there, or wherever your hunting grounds tend to be, and that will be your choice. That's what you will use for your sustenance.
Okay.
Once again, the one rule is do not kill your food. Brings too many questions.
Okay.
And typically, for everyone who hunts, once you've drank enough, just lick the wound and it'll heal. Therefore, you leave no mark behind as to how you drain them.
Do you always have to bite in the neck, or
No, any vein will do.
he gets lost in his own thoughts? So if you want to move on to,
I think I've lost him. Is there anything else I
It's
could
an
help
easy
you?
thing to do.
All right.
Yeah.
So, on to some more pertinent business. Last night you left in a rather hurry because the fact we had two gentlemen walk through the front door.
Mhm.
My understanding, those two gentlemen are still sitting outside.
And there was one out back.
Correct. We did not. Well, we did know about him because I noticed him early in the evening when I awoke. But the questions they had were, well, mainly about your friend that's drooling on my window. Why don't you, like, step back about a foot from the glass?
sorry.
Like I said, a leash.
Anyway, they were asking questions. They apparently wanted to know who Devon was last seen with, if he worked here, if he had been seen back here at work, if we knew who went to the party with him. Because for some odd reason they found his belongings there along with his bike.
Yeah, from what we've heard, he had everything on him or with him, his laptop and everything with him. And when everything went down, well, our friend Jude drug us out, but there was no retrieving his items.
Well, it does not seem at this point in time, well, not that they're going to ask more, the, what do you call them? Not that they'll ask the kind any questions about, the kindred. I heard a question coming.
I forgot. Sorry. I see a nice little redhead down there. But I'm listening. I'm listening. I'm listening, boss.
Well, anyway, you have a choice to make. I don't know exactly how well the Camarilla will accept you, seeing as how you were turned, embraced, as it were, without the prince's permission. I don't know exactly how the Anarchs will work towards you either. But those are... I'm not going to tell you you have to do something one way or the other. The choice is yours. If you wish to approach either one of those groups, then you're more than welcome to. But, a fair warning, either one of those two groups would likely stake you out in the sun for being embraced without the permission of either the Baron or the Prince.
Can't we just be part of your group, boss? I mean, we work for you in the living. Why can't we work for you when we're dead?
That is your choice.
Or are we dead?
Technically, yes. But that is your choice. I am giving you a choice. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I'm understanding. I talk to one group, they'll kill me. I talk to another group, they'll kill me. If I just continue working for you,
I'm just
survive.
not going to say you have to work for me. But you have that choice if you so desire to do so.
Well, I don't know. Is DJ Strick's gonna take over my job, or?
She has her own club to run in Atlanta.
Oh, okay.
She came down here on a flight to, well, help you.
Oh.
Or let's rephrase, help me by helping you.
Okay. I need a DJ name. J.
That can come later.
DJ. Huh? What?
Why don't you sit
Checks
back
out.
down?
Yes, boss.
All right. How much did you say was supposed to be in this account?
Let's see. Depends. Did child support come out yet, or?
Yes. It looks like you've paid out $337.45 for child support.
Yeah. So I should have about $400 or $500.
Well,
How many?
I'm gonna. You don't have that much in here at the moment.
Oh, okay.
Looks like your Netflix has come through.
Oh. Yeah. If you see any like CC bill or any weird looking bills, just ignore those.
Oh, you mean like this one here to the dungeon?
I would thought it was like Dungeons and Dragons, man, but
Really? So you. Well, never mind. I'm sure when you log into the site, it tells you whether or not it is what it is before you pay for it.
I thought it was. Why
Anyway,
you got
you have $335 left in your account after apparently various streaming services were paid for. And apparently a very large alcohol bill.
I live alone.
Yes, well, I've already transferred it to an offshore account. And from there I've transferred it 4 other times, so they can't be traced. And she finishes a few keystrokes. There. There is... Well, it's in holding until we actually come up with a background for you and create you a new account.
Okay. So it's in the offshore.
Yes.
How far offshore?
Oh my. Offshore means it's not in the States. It's it's in a bank account overseas.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I took a little shrapnel.
It's not like the closest Bank of America is out in the ocean 300 miles or so.
I was talking Cuba or Cayman Islands, you know?
Yes, well, that's quite a ways offshore. It's another location.
Man.
I bounced a few through Cayman Islands, a few through Switzerland, and I believe the last place was probably in London somewhere.
Switzerland, I heard they had good chocolate.
Yeah, anyway. So why don't you see about, what kind of name would either one of you like to have? Well, you can think on that. And she starts tapping away on the keyboard some more.
Okay. Well,
Obviously, she does not just work with music.
Yeah.
She...
Go ahead.
She's obviously also a hacker.
See what names they wanted to come up with while I
Oh, jeez.
pull up my list, because I got a few.
So, Is there anything else we need to know that's rather important that hasn't been mentioned?
Well, Susie and AJ are still missing. I think the agent said that Miss Maddox did not make it. They found her body. But they did not say anything about AJ or Susie, so it leads me to believe that either they are alive, like Miss Owens is, or they're like you two, and just being held somewhere. Or they could have gotten out. Either way, the agents who showed up here last night did not mention either one of them. Now, I don't know how close you were to Miss Owens there.
Eh,
But you could,
Owens?
yes. Amber
Who's
Owens,
Owens?
the redhead.
Oh, Amber. I never knew her last name.
it's only been mentioned about 3 times. It's fine.
Tonight.
She didn't stay for breakfast, so you know. Why you gotta? Fine.
Yes.
I'll just go back to my list.
Christoph, I take it you would like to find out what happened to these other people that are still missing.
Well, I mean, I would. And I'd also like for Miss Owens to not be in a cold, dark hole for the remainder of her life.
Well, would that be a job you would want if we joined you?
It would be a job that I would ask you if you felt comfortable doing. I know that you are more than capable of doing certain nefarious deeds. You've done a few for clients of mine in the past. You've never asked any questions, and you've always done a good job. None of your deliveries have been found. So, if you feel capable enough to do so, then yeah, I'd find it a personal favor if you were able to find her and remove her from their possession. And
Yes.
and like I said, if you have no real attachment to her, makes it somewhat better. I can find her someplace else under a different name, and she can start a new life.
That would probably just be easiest than getting, from what it sounds like, stuck in the middle of what's going on now for someone who isn't of our kind.
Well, yes, there are other ways. I mean, mortals do work for us from time to time as well in other capacities. But since she's already in the spotlight, it would be more beneficial to find her someplace more safe. And, Devon,
Yes.
you are currently homeless?
Well, I'm with him on the boat, or at his boat. It's
Is that an arrangement you guys both agree upon?
I mean, it's better than his talking grandpa or whatever.
His talking grandpa.
Yeah,
An ancestor.
Ah, yes, I've heard that your kind are able to do that. That's you staying in a crypt. Is that what it is?
Yes.
I'm assuming it's not the one you told me to send messages to.
Oh gosh, no.
At least someone thinks about those things. Well,
I mean,
2 of you think about those things.
I don't want to be a burden on him, But if his boat's all we got, then I guess that will do.
You could live in the sewers if you wanted, I'm sure.
Not many of those here in Savannah, water level and all.
Yeah.
There are some old pirate tunnels.
Ooh. Pirate names.
No, you don't want to
Jack-
get in there because if you get trapped down there, you're gonna have to pull your way out. They're not safe. I mean, this isn't a place, where you have a big underground.
There's plenty of abandoned buildings that are floating around, I'm sure you could find. And I'm sure with all of that money I heard you had in your bank account, you could buy a nice house.
$300?
Oh, totally. Yeah.
And also, if you know the trash schedule, you can always use a dumpster.
Back in the alley, there's a compactor.
Y'all. Both of y'all.
Hey,
I'm
no,
going
don't
back
knock
to
it
the
until you try
alley.
it. Don't
Pick
knock
up-
it until you try it. I mean, a dumpster can be very useful.
No. I'm not trying to knock your place. I wasn't trying to be rude. I'm just saying
No.
it's not what. One, it's creepy to sleep in a crib, but the boat, it's nice, but being in the Marines, having to go on ships, and yeah, I don't want to get any triggers,
I have a feeling with the stuff that you regularly take, you're not going to be triggered all that much.
That's why I take all that stuff.
Yeah, got it. No, that used to be like that. Trust me. Oh, Dan,
Yes.
while you're thinking, what are the names of all the people that are still missing? Because it's not in my new notes.
Oh, yeah, it's AJ, Susie, and Amber.
And Andrew,
Amber.
Amber. But we know she is alive.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you know where
she's-
she's pretty much. You have a pretty good idea. She's in custody.
Right.
Let's see.
Well, Christoph, if you want to help Dom, and if someone can help Devin, I can
Unfortunately,
go out
I
and
think that is my job tonight.
yeah. Well, I can go out and start asking around about AJ and Susie.
Well, that would be most beneficial. Vincent will go with you.
Oh, thank you, Vincent. Can he turn invisible? Oh, Vincent's the Nosferatu. Yes.
All right. So, and also, while you're out, actually, this is for you, Devin. Well, write this down.
All right.
615 Montgomery Street.
615 Montgomery. Okay.
You're going to talk to a Lucas Kennedy. And tell him that I sent you.
Okay.
If there's no more questions, I really must get back to work.
Yeah.
Actually, me and Dominic will go for a walk. Shall we?
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Well, give me just a moment. and he walks towards the back of the room, puts his hand on the wall. A section of the wall goes in and slides to the left, and in there you see what looks like bedroom quarters. Walks in and the wall slides back in place. You figured out what kind of name you'd like there?
Well, I was thinking maybe Angel Salvatore or Marcel Michael, or how about Aluric? That kind of has like an alluring name.
It's your name.
We'll go with Angel Salvatore.
Angel Salvatore. Alright, she starts clacking away on the keys. Angel Salvatore. So... And, I'll let you do this. You work up a false background that she creates for Angel Salvatore.
All right.
And Angel Salvatore has an account at the bank. I'll give you the name of the bank in just a moment.
Okay.
And you, once you get done, once we get done, you and I will go by that address, and we'll take care of your lodging.
Okay.
If I'm not mistaken, I know the address. So, how about you, Mr. Marchetti? What kind of name would you like to have?
Oh, yeah. You know, it'll fit just fine, I'm sure. Let's just go with something Russian, because why not?
Something Russian?
Yeah,
Well, give me a second. I have a list of backgrounds already created for Russians.
perfect.
So let's see if any of these names work for you.
I'll just make a mental note of it.
Well, we've got, well, there's some rather interesting names, so let's see. Yeah, I can't really pronounce half these names. Tyomakin Maximov,
Sure.
Grigorovich. I mean,
Choose one, put it down on paper, and I'll learn it.
okay, I'll give you same scenario. You can come up with whatever background you want for this character.
Yep.
You sure you don't want to come up with one?
Oh, a name for me?
Yeah.
Or, I can just put one down and send it to you later.
All right. She'll give you one as an idea, and then you just give me whatever one you decide to go with later.
Yep.
All right. All right. That's the one she gives you. Do you not see that?
Yeah, I see it.
But like I said, whatever one you want to come up with, and you create a background for it, and she's going to create that as a airtight background for you.
That'll work.
All right. So a few minutes later, he comes out. He's wearing a black T-shirt, blue jeans, a ball cap, and a pair of well, no, it's nighttime. He's not wearing. He doesn't have any sunglasses on. Just a ball cap, and a Georgia Bulldog T-shirt and a pair of jeans. Well, I suppose I'm dressed incognito enough.
Yeah, you look like a normal person on the streets.
And as he's standing there looking at you guys, you know he's got a pale look to his skin. He closes his eyes for a second, and you can see all his skin flush to where he looks more human. That should also finish off the ruse. Shall
Now,
we?
from the past, I know that me and you are supposed to be kind of similar. Is that a
Yes.
thing that just we could do, or is that in general?
Oh, what I just did.
Yeah.
As I'm trying to, as a player or a DM, I believe it's general.
Flush of
is.
life.
Yeah, flesh of
Flush
life.
of life.
Yep. It's a rouse check, right?
Yes, I believe so.
Okay. How do you go about doing that? Or what even is that?
Well, it's hard to explain exactly. Just concentrate on, I suppose, pushing your blood to the surface. Just not too much.
Hmm. If you do it too much, or what? Are you gonna explode?
I mean, I don't know. I've never seen it done too much, but I've heard stories that you could start pushing out your pores, and that could be very, very disturbing.
Oh, yeah, that looked like an acid bath. Mayhem. I would attempt to do it and follow his lead.
All right, go ahead and give me a rouse check.
I got hungry.
Maybe some more practice. That's okay. We'll try again later. I mean,
Yeah, yeah.
you're not as far along as I am, so you should be fine for now. Plus, it's dark outside. Just write you off as being a guy who spends too much time inside. I mean, granted, you already worked night shift. You were already pale to begin with.
Yeah, and it's only been a few days.
All right,
Night.
so you are given the name of a bank, Cadence Bank.
Cadence. Okay.
Cadence
C
Bank.
or K?
Okay, Cadence. It's located on Drayton. It's the Drayton Street branch. It's located at 120 Drayton Street. Drayton. That is the bank that she's transferred and created you an account with your Angel Salvatore.
All right.
All right, and the address that she gave you is the Bowery. I'm sure you probably already looked that up.
Yep.
It's kind of a condos.
Okay.
All right, so that's nice. Just pop the lid on and drop the pin. So unfortunately, we get to take ourselves another little bit of a break because I think I've got two four-legged friends upstairs that need to go use the restroom.
Okay.
I give you time to work over what you need to work on. Ladies and gentlemen, don't go too far. We will be right back. Okay, we're back. The four-legged friends have been walked, at least for this time. I'm sure I'll have to do it again for the end of the night. But that'll be after our show. So, you and Vincent leave. And, where's the first stop you take?
Well, we're close. Hold on, I just closed out that map. Okay, we were close to if I remember correctly, we are fairly close to that place. Okay, there we are. Sorry, it took me a minute to find my map again. What I'm going to do is go over first to Emmett Park, which is the Riverside Green Space and Square.
All right.
Which is a place that I know Sister Mary Margaret frequents as a place to hand out sandwiches and things.
All right. As you're walking, and I'm sure you're doing your invisible thing too,
Mm-hmm.
you hear Vincent off the side. So are these contacts of yours, are they Camarilla or the Anarch?
Oh no! They're mortals. I've lived on the streets down here for so long that I've just gotten to meet people.
Very well. Lead the way, per se.
Okay. And once we get close to the area, I will uncloak myself. Because, he just looks like he's homeless. And so she would be over by the Old Harbor Light. And that is where I am going.
All right, this is Sister Mary.
Yeah, Sister Mary Margaret.
And what do you think Sister Mary and Margaret will be doing this time of night?
Well, how late is it?
It's probably running close to 11 after the conversation you guys had and the fact that the sun's setting a little later in the day than usual.
Okay, then she's probably cleaning up and packing up to get back to the Basilica.
All right.
And she's more of one of the modern nuns. She does not run around in a habit.
No, she probably dresses like those who come to... that she gives aid to.
Yeah.
Something modest, probably a jeans and a halfway decent, monogram t-shirt or something.
Right.
Alright, well, she's currently, like you said, cleaning up.
Excuse me, Sister Mary Margaret.
Why, Judd, I haven't seen you in a few days. How are you?
Oh, I've been trying to take care of someone.
Oh, that's noble. Very noble when you take care of others.
But I was wondering, have you seen any new people around? And I give her a kind of an what I remember that AJ and oh shoot, I forgot her name. Susie looked like. Have you seen any?
I can't say that I've seen any new folks come in.
Okay.
Not within the last few days. I mean, there was that one teenager about a week ago, but I think you've been back with us since then.
Oh, that's sad. That's
And he's a runaway.
yeah. Hopefully, though, he found a place to stay, crash down. Uh, anyway, if you happen to see these people, just see if they're all right. Because I have a friend who saw them. They looked really worse off for wear, and they were concerned. Seems like they were new to the whole thing.
Yes, well, sadly, that's the way it is.
Also, I came into a little bit of money, and I'm gonna unwad a couple 20s from what Christoph had given me,
Mm-hmm.
and hand them over to him.
Oh, bless you, my child. This will definitely help out with taking care of those around here.
Yes. Well. I mean, we all have bad times.
Yes, we do, and it's very, very noble of you to, help those around you when you definitely. I'm sure you could use this yourself. I mean,
I'm taken care of, but there are a lot of kids that get pushed out onto the street, and I know how to take care of myself, but a lot of them don't. And I really would like to see a lot of them get back on a path that, doesn't lead them kind of down the same life I have.
Well, like I said, that is noble of you, Judd. Please stay safe, and don't be a stranger. I haven't seen you come in for meals in a while.
Yes. Well, as I said, I've been taking care of someone who was really bad off.
Well, my prayers go to you, to your whoever you're taking care of. Was it family or a friend?
A new friend.
Well,
somebody that found themselves in a bad situation.
And hope they come out of the situation on top.
I think he will. I found him some help.
That's good.
Yeah.
But be sure you take care of yourself as well, Judd.
Oh, I will. Thank you.
Do you want me to deliver any message if I see these other friends of yours?
If you see them, just see if they're okay. I'll come back around.
All right, and I'll figure out any information from them at that point in time, I suppose. I'll keep my eyes open. Don't worry.
Thank you.
If any new faces, you know that I will definitely notice them.
Yeah.
Well, may God be
good
with
about
you.
that. Thank you. And I'll, shuffle off. And I do mean shuffle, just,
So, where to now?
Well,
please don't tell me we're going to a church or anything like that.
Oh, no. I don't go around the basilica, so. Well, there is another place we can go. I have to go back into my notes.
All right.
If you want to go to somebody else.
Yep. So, Dom, you and Chris. So while we're out and about, you just call me Chris. It's fine.
All right.
If necessary. Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna keep it informal while we're out here. Now, my question to you, lad. Have you put any thought into how you'd like to procure your dinner, if it were?
Oh, I'm not much of a talker, really, so as bad as it sounds, probably just find somebody alone in an alley and take it from them.
So just find somebody alone in an alley.
And personally, it'd be nice if it was someone who wasn't innocent per se, but you know, if something were to take over per se, who knows who could get hurt?
You're being awfully vague, my friend. I understand you're worried about your humanity still, I'm assuming.
Yeah, to a degree, but I was, you know, raised to not expose certain groups to certain situations, but you know, those who hurt the innocent, I wouldn't mind taking from, but if it happens to just end up being someone in an alley, that's fine by me.
So let's see then. We will I guess we'll patrol the alleyways. Do you want to pretend to be a victim, or do you just want to look for someone who is after someone else?
Yeah, second.
So why don't you give me, as you guys are moving around, give me a...
Wit streetwise?
Well, we can do wit streetwise, or you can do... What was the other one I had you guys doing earlier? Investigation and wits. Whichever one is better for you. Streetwise to give you more of an idea of what you're looking for, kind of what character of a person you're looking for, how they carry themselves.
Yeah, that's more of what I was looking for.
So go ahead and give me one.
Wit streetwise, difficulty?
Well,
2.
we'll stick with a 2 for now.
I'll go ahead and spend a willpower to roll 3 of those.
Okay.
And then 3d10. That's 2 more successes, I believe.
All right. So yeah, as you guys are walking, he walks beside you, very quiet, letting you scope out, and he does periodically give you like ideas. Goes, you know what the criminal element of this city looks like. You've dealt with them before. So just keep your eyes open and your senses open, and track till you find someone that fits the bill.
Yeah, I'm looking.
So after a few moments of him discussing this with you, you notice that one guy who's fallen about 10 feet back from some college girl that just comes stumbling out of a club. He looks both ways before, following her down the street. He's definitely stalking her.
I'll go by and unintentionally, of course, bump into him a little too hard, like I didn't see him there.
Okay, and what are you after? What is the results you're looking for this bump into him?
Getting a rouse out of him for interrupting him and trying to kind of, ruin his night, because he was, in the process of stalking someone, and I kind of got in his way.
Watch where you're going, you damn fool.
What do you mean by that? You're in my way. I'm the one that's walking here, and you're the one that's in the middle of the sidewalk. What do you think you're doing?
You know what? Best for you just to go on your way. Just go. He looks around like he's still trying to see if she's nearby.
Oh, what do you mean just go? You're in the way and you're pissing me off.
Now what the fuck are you gonna do about it then?
I'm gonna kind of shove him into the alley to get him out of the sidewalk.
All right.
And I believe it's strength brawl plus grappling for this.
Yep. Give me a second. I mean, you go ahead and roll it, but give me a second.
Oh, I forgot. Cancel that roll.
Find your
Click
victim.
the wrong one first. Strength. 1 dice for grappling. Difficulty for... Okay,
Yeah, you go to push him.
I'm gonna willpower real quick.
Okay,
and
I'll let you willpower.
3 more. And I'm not gonna use any more of those. So that's 2 more successes, but still a bestial fail.
Yep. So let me go ahead and
Yeah, so that's a total of 3 plus a bestial. And with lethal body, if I choose, I could deal aggravated damage to him, but I don't choose to.
all right, what was your grand total?
It was only a 3.
All right, you go to shove against him, and he doesn't fly back as far as you expect him to, and he shoves back at you. So actually, he will throw a punch at your direction.
Okay, that's fine. Then I would go ahead and once you do that, I would do a rouse check.
Okay.
Okay.
That's going to be 7 successes off of your.
What would I roll
you can,
against?
You can dexterity. What is it? Dexterity what? I guess you can probably do a dexterity brawl check on that.
Dex brawl.
Or
okay.
melee. No, melee uses weapons. Disregard.
Yeah. So a dex. So that'd be 4.
Yep. So you'll take. Was it 4 superficial?
3 is what I'd take our 4. I would do half of that since I'm a vampire. He's a
human
mortal. So that'd be 2, correct?
So you only have 3 successes to your dodge.
Yeah. So I would take his down to 4.
Yep.
And then that would be halved because he's only immortal, correct?
Yeah. This is something I need to brush up on. So I guess you went 2 superficial.
Okay. Yeah, I would go back with vengeance to a degree. I'm a little hungrier.
Yeah, I'd say so.
And I would return said favor with a grapple brawl.
Okay.
And put him in a headlock. Strength, that, plus 4.
You got him. And you got him to the point you damn near rip his head off.
Yeah. And I'm pretty hungry right now. I'm at 3. And I drag him deep into the darkness, into the shadows.
Okay.
And
why
now
don't you give me another, just a straight strength athletics to try to drag him down that alleyway?
Okay. Okay.
Yep, you definitely drag him down that alleyway.
And then I would go ahead and attempt to feed off of this guy.
Go for it.
I would not like to kill him, but I would like to feed.
Yep, I need to check on that, so go for it.
I'm trying to find the page, because at a hunger 3, I don't know if I have any negatives or...
It says like 211.
211?
Well, slacking hunger's 211.
Okay, yeah, that would probably be in that ballpark.
Alright, here we go.
I can do 1 to 4 from a human.
Try a bite attack.
Okay. Bite attacks are strength brawl.
Correct. And this will be a 3.
Difficulty?
Yeah.
5, again with bestial failure.
Oh yeah, you get him for 2 aggravated health. Okay. And let's see, you are drinking from a human. Are you going for a max drink from a human?
No, I'm going to.
Or are you going to sip?
I am
Oh,
just
actually, you know
going
what?
to
You got
take.
bestial failures.
Yeah,
You're
that was the
going
whole
full
part of
in.
that. Yeah.
So,
I would try not to kill him if I could. That was the whole intention behind getting him into a darker alley.
alright, so let me do where's this? Stamina.
Because, yeah, for humans, it's.
I'll just roll stamina.
Strength, stamina against a difficulty equal to hunger sleep to survive blood loss.
Okie dokie. So, yeah. He does not make it whatsoever. Alright, so yeah, you start draining from him. And you are not letting go.
First time.
Yeah. So you're latched on, and that warm blood just starts going in your mouth, and it tastes a lot better than those bags to you. I mean, it's coming out warm.
Mhm.
And it has resonance.
Yep.
It depends if it matches with mine. Choleric is what mine is.
Um,
But yeah, no, this one actually has resonance, whereas the blood bags don't have resonance.
right.
Right.
And this guy, he's a bad guy. So yeah, you're getting some of that resonance from him. I don't know exactly how that works, to be honest with you. So sorry. We'll figure that
No,
out
that's
in a
fine.
minute.
Yeah, it can be dealt with later.
Yeah, you're guzzling this dude down, and you at one point in time you hear something crunch, but this dude doesn't scream, doesn't make out a noise, nothing. As if it's as if you have, at the moment your teeth touched his throat, he quit doing anything. But as soon as you hear that pop of something breaking, you're forcefully yanked off of him, thrown back against the wall. And Kristoff has his hand in the middle of your chest. Well, I'd say that was a good first try, but you might want to take it a little slower next time.
Lost a little bit of control there.
Yes,
Yeah.
I mean, looks back at the body, and the body is definitely gray, kind of ashy in appearance. But after a moment, you do see a slow rise of his breath.
From what I've been told, we're gonna have to take care of that. Lick.
Yeah, I don't think you need to at the moment. Won't you just take a moment? If you had breath, I'd say breathe, but just take a moment to calm yourself. You can slack 2 hunger with that.
Yep, because he's not dead, fortunately.
Well, you can get 1 to 4. I rolled a 1 to add to you, or
Mhm.
whatever it ended up being. I rolled a 1d4 to see what it would add to you. So, yeah, you get 2.
Yep.
You didn't kill him because Kristoff stopped you,
Yeah.
but you came pretty close to doing so. His arm is hanging at a funny angle. Kristoff leans over and licks the wound. You can see it heals up. He picks the body up and positions it against a trash can. And grabs what looks like a steel bar from somewhere in the alley and lays it on him, on his arm.
Mm-hmm.
So, like I said, something like that works for the hunting park, but you need to be a little more controlled when you're actually drinking from them. You don't want to kill them outright. You just want to take a little bit from them and let them live. They're not going to remember any of this.
Yeah, that was the intention, but I I don't know if it was
is
even
your first
me.
victim. I understand. That's why I'm here. I need to teach you the proper way. And you'll go on with the rest of the evening, walk around, and he'll give you some more pointers on how to hunt, and probably some more pointers on how to try to keep better control of yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So, she gets done typing away on the keyboard.
Mm-hmm.
So, are you ready to go?
Where are we going?
We're going hunting.
Oh, okay. I don't have my gun. What are we?
Really?
What's that? What's that look for?
Where have you been for the last hour?
Really hating this mix I did, for one, and two. Like I said, I was really hating this mix. I kind of phased in and out. Okay, so we go hunting. Like, do we get camo? Set up a blind?
Are you going
or-
to eat a deer? Well, I mean, tell me.
I
If
told
you-
us we couldn't.
You're going to eat, is what we're doing. We're hunting for food.
Okay.
Mind you, you know what you eat now, correct?
Apparently, someone who's on drugs.
Okay. What part of the individual that's on drugs do you eat or do you consume?
Well, I haven't consumed anybody. I've been drinking.
What do you think? What have you consumed to stay alive for these last 3 days?
His blood bags, and then that
Blood.
cup that.
Blood.
Yes, blood.
Yes. You're not going to literally eat the drug addict. You're going to drink on their blood.
Okay.
So, how would you like to go about doing so? Do you want to just find somebody high in the corner shooting up something and knock them out and drink from them? I mean, how would you like to do so? I'm asking you how you would like to hunt.
Okay. Well, my background is, or my predator type is siren. So
Siren. That's what I was curious about.
yeah, sex and ecstasy and
Coercion. A little bit, isn't it?
yeah.
Okay. So, I guess the best thing to do then is go find you a hunting ground.
Okay.
This will not be that hunting ground.
Oh,
We're going
okay.
We'll find another place.
Sweet. Do I need a change or? Since the
Do you have clothes here?
no,
So then how would you change?
I'm just saying because the FBI guy earlier, and apparently he was listening on my phone. I don't know. I'm new to this.
I understand. So let's just follow me. She'll walk downstairs, go towards the front door. Wait right here.
All right.
She walks across the street to the car.
Uh-huh.
She leans into the window, all nice and innocent-like. Yet the blade pops up in the air behind her a little bit. She says something, and before she even stands fully upright, the car drives away.
Oh, is that a right? They're leaving.
She's waving you out as a car pulls away.
Okay, I'll go walking out.
Okay, so let's go find you a place to eat.
Okay.
Yeah, I told them they both were hungry. They needed to go find a sandwich.
Oh, you should have sent them down to McAllister's. They have some good sandwiches.
I'm not going to send them anywhere particular. I'll let them decide that part on their own. When you try to control another person, you don't want to give too many instructions. You want to keep it simple. That way they follow them. Too many instructions, they might resist it. Do you understand?
Yes.
All right,
Kiss.
so
Keep it simple, stupid. Got it.
there you go. Very good. So let's go down. You know what? You strike me as one that will do this. So why don't we go down the street? We'll go to 107B Whitaker Street is the address she tells you. This strikes me as just the name is never a place that you would want to go to.
Okay. Pulling it up.
I know,
Right.
that's why I was waiting.
What is this? What is this? A shoe store?
Oh, doesn't bring up the actual name of the place?
WPJ Communications.
107B.
I get the street level. Oh, sorry. Oh, totally awesome bar.
Hey, there's
Okay.
a place called Better Than Sex not too far away, and I think it's a dessert place.
What's better
Yes,
than
we'll
sex?
go to the Totally Awesome Bar.
Okay.
Where is that? Actually, it's right around the corner.
Well, that's what popped up on 708 107B for me. Or was you looking for Tequila Town?
No, Totally Awesome Bar.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, it's. Where is it in reference? I think it's right around, pretty much right around the corner from where you're currently at. Yeah, actually, it is. You go down the street through the back, around from the back alley. It's on that side street.
Yeah.
All right. So, you pay your way in, get inside. Let's see. Do we have any interior looks for this place?
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. So yeah, it's like a pool hall type place. You got the jukebox going, pool tables. Pretty good amount of people in there drinking at the bar, playing games. So what you want to do is you want to try to find what you're interested in. So first off, you prefer them to be on something?
I'm guessing. I normally take ecstasy when I'm out and about. So
let's see. How would I do that for you? Give me. Give me a wits investigation. I mean, good enough. She tells you to use your nose, pretty much.
okay.
Because, humans, they sweat, and usually when they have something in the system, you can smell it on them. So you walk around the bar, try to blend in a little bit, and it's definitely a weird place. The bar is made out of what looks like cassette tapes covered in, like resin.
Yeah.
A couple people sitting at the bar. You got one lady down on the end
Okay.
who is drinking. What?
Sorry. I was flipping through the photos. They have a poster of the Lost Boys on there.
There's also the Night of the Living Shred. There's the Lost Boys.
Sorry, I just thought that was comical.
But you pick up the scent that there's the lady down at the end of the bar. Probably wouldn't say ecstasy,
Okay.
but she has taken something.
Okay.
And you said you would like to be a siren. So
I don't even know what siren means. As a player, that's the hunting thing. As a character, I wouldn't know what siren means.
yeah,
I,
the way you want to hunt. Do you want her to give it to you? Do you want to take it from her? Do you want to just throw her in the back room and drain her until she's almost dead? Or do you want her to leave here willingly with you? I mean, what is your intention?
I mean, if I can get a little air along with it, that would be great.
You're so embarrassing. That's
Ah.
okay. We call that being a siren. I mean, I understand. I wouldn't have used those phrases, but yeah.
Sorry, I'm not as renowned or frowned or what's the word I'm looking for?
Well,
Anyways,
you're also quite young, my friend. That's fine. I understand.
you're not much older. You look what, maybe 28, 29?
That's how old I was when I was embraced. Yes.
Still got it. How you doing?
You'll have to try a lot harder than that. I've seen friends. It doesn't work.
Okay.
Why don't you take those pickup lines of yours and go talk to the lady at the end of the bar? Maybe you can... maybe we should have gone and got your room first.
Oh, yeah.
Tell you what. If you can get her to go back with you, I will leave ahead of you and get your place established.
Alrighty.
So, go to the end of the bar and see if you can pick up your dinner. And she sits down at the bar by herself and orders a glass of warm whiskey.
Alright.
It's got the little flame coming off the top of it. I don't know the name of the actual drink personally, but I know that they have them.
We'll walk down, have a seat next to her, and kind of wave bartender for point at her drink and then throw up 2 fingers. Look at her and say, "Bonjour, madame."
Hi.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were French. I was kind of hoping maybe you can give me a lesson on a French kiss. Yeah.
Does that actually work on the girls in this town?
Well, I'm new to town. And
New to picking up girls, too, it seems.
Well, you're the first one that has caught my eye since I've been to town. By the way, my name is Angel.
Angel. You mean like that Buffy character?
Well, see, I was an orphan as a child, and my family that adopted me is really religious. And I was their little angel, and that's how I got stuck with the name.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I'm sure some people are like that. Why don't you give me a deception?
Deception.
Yeah, it's going to be a subterfuge and manipulation.
Alright. And see, what does this give me? Gives me 1 extra die for rolls like this.
Oh, you already rolled it. My bad.
Sorry.
All right. Well, she believes you.
Okay. Where was it? So, I never did catch your name.
I never gave it.
Well, maybe that's something we can remedy.
Hey.
Would you like another
B?
remedy that over another drink or two?
What, are you buying my next drink?
Yeah, if you don't mind. Unless you have someone here waiting on you. I'd
No,
hate to intrude.
I don't have anyone here, and my name is Lexi.
Well, nice to meet you, Lexi.
And your name was Angel, so we've got the name part covered. So you're new to town. How new are you? I mean,
I've recently got here, about 2 years ago. I kind of came in after, I'm originally from Corpus Christi, Texas. So after Hurricane Harvey came, I kind of came up here to get away from that. I know Savannah, right on the beach, but I'm just a water guy. Could be just because I'm Pisces. I'm not sure.
okay, let's see. Is there any role I can do for you to give me? Give me a charisma manipulation roll. All right. Okay. So you've got her giggling at your story, and she seems to be interested. So give me. Let's go ahead and we'll go ahead and try to finish this up. How you gonna lock this in? So for all our viewers out there, you get to see how bad Marcus is at trying to lock in a date.
Well, yeah. I'm sorry if I may be a little too forward, but ever since I saw you when I walked in, I just love to give you a kiss.
Really?
I'm thinking you should just go to awe.
Yeah. Go ahead and give me another charisma manipulation, or unless you want to use an ability.
Well, I'm about to use one I didn't know I had, if this works out.
You just, tell me what it is.
It ends up being Lingering Kiss.
Gotcha.
Uh,
I mean, she goes, I don't see the harm in that. Why not? I mean, I've had a few drinks. You're new. I'm fresh in town. I'm.
Well, that is.
And she has had a little something. Oh, god dang. Okay, let's see if she's able to compose herself on that one.
Now that's the.
Yeah. So you.
Her leg goes up. Her back leg.
You lean in, you get the kiss. Strix is already gone. So yeah, it looks like you have sealed the deal. She asks you, should we go to your place or mine?
Well, I don't want to be prudent and want you to feel comfortable. We can go back to my place if you prefer.
Okay. So she'll travel back with you. You got the address?
615 Montgomery. And talk to Lucas Kennedy.
All right. How you getting there?
I'll step out and
Hail a cab?
Yeah.
Okay. Easy enough. You get a cab. You give the cabbie the address, and you head your way there. As soon as you get there, you open up the door. You get out. You let her out, or she get out on her own.
I will open the door as a proper gentleman would, and I will use all on the cab driver, saying, "Thanks, Billy, for the ride. Hook you up next time." Because I don't have any money.
Okay, so go ahead and roll whatever you need to roll for that.
So that's manipulation.
And what do I need to roll against that shit?
Close presence.
Eh,
I guess.
Don't worry about it. I'm not even gonna roll. With
Okay.
with 6 successes, I don't think even a mortal is gonna be able to make 6 successes. So yeah, he's like, "Oh yeah, sure, man, dude, no problem. I'll see you next time," and he pulls away.
Down the street, it's like, who the fuck was that guy?
Pretty much. Wait a minute. Oh well. As you're walking towards the front door, a little black-haired, green-haired girl walks toward your direction, bumps into you. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, you.
Oh, that's okay, Molly.
I wasn't paying attention to where I was going.
Neither was I.
Left pocket. She walks away.
And goes grab his keys.
And in your left pocket, you find a key
With an apartment number on it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Flat number and all that on it.
All right. It's like, oh yes, like I said, I just recently moved into this place. So, yeah.
You walk
We'll
up towards
see.
the front door, and there's a gentleman all dressed up in a nice little outfit. Evening, sir. Mr. Angel, it's a pleasure to have you back with us. Do you need assistance of any kind?
Oh, no. I appreciate it. Me and my lady friend here are gonna go
Oh, yes.
have a nightcap.
Well, have a good evening, sir, and we'll see you later. And he opens the door for you and lets you go on in.
Alright.
So, fade to black. I mean, I don't know exactly how much more we want to roll for your feeding on her, but let's see. Pretty much in the process of doing whatever you're doing. You were able
What do you
to
need?
feed on her. So why don't you go ahead and give me a feed roll? That'll be what we say it was, a brawl strength.
His might not be the same as mine since
You
mine
can-
was
Yeah, his will be
forceful.
different.
Yeah, use yours. Just tell me what you want to roll. I like I said, I don't know right off the top of my head. Hold on. Persuasion, subterfuge. Give me.
He's a siren.
Yeah, give me persuasion. Charisma.
Okay. Persuasion, charisma.
And I think you should have seduction.
Yeah,
Yes.
seduction is kind of the same as persuasion, unless he's got seduction.
No. It's a specialty of
yeah.
persuasion.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what your subclasses are, so that's what we're working with.
Yeah, I have
Or you can actually
seduction.
have under subterfuge as well as seduction. Either one. But that's
Yeah, I
what you're
took
doing.
persuasion. Yep. So 3 plus that. Would this fall under appropriate social dice? Because being a Torador beautiful, you get 1 extra die. towards appropriate social dice pools.
Sure.
Okay.
I don't know for certain, but we'll say sure for now.
Okay.
If it's different, we'll change it later.
Yeah. Dan, page 307, 308
Thank
is
you.
the hunting with the types for each of the roles for each of the types.
Thank you very much.
Yeah,
That
I
was
was
actually underneath the actual thing. So yeah, that'd be Charisma Subterfuge for you.
All right.
Thanks.
No problem.
And what was that other page I found feeding on? That was page...
feeding.
That was page 211.
It's only all over the book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they're
307,
definitely spread
308.
out. All right, so what'd you roll?
I rolled 7, I think. 5 out of 2 successes.
Okay, and we're going to say it's going to take the rest of the evening for this.
Mm-hmm.
Are you planning on... Well, there's no bestial failure. So I'm not going to give you any disadvantage on that. So you are able to slack 2 hunger as you feed her to pretty much unconsciousness. But not
Okay.
death. Well,
Right.
I'd say unconsciousness. She's in a sedated type state of mind.
Okay.
So congratulations, the two of you have somewhat successfully fed for the first time.
Okay.
He successfully did.
Well, I mean, you did too. You just had somebody watching your back. Could have been a lot worse because, he doesn't technically have somebody watching his
Yeah.
back.
Yeah.
She can watch if she wants.
That'd be for a different story. All right.
Okay.
And you don't know that she's not. So, you guys have fed for the evening, and you've put out the feelers to try to find anybody who may be missing from the party the other night.
Yep.
The remainder of the evening, you're gone. Devin or Angel.
Yep.
That takes up the rest of your night. The rest of your night is spent, Dominique, learning how to pick out different people who are got ill intentions in mind,
Mm-hmm.
and those who look like they're tracking other people, and also to not be seen yourself. Not invisibility, but to stay back, look certain ways, watch windows and whatever else for reflections to make sure you're not making any mistakes and being caught following people. Let's see. You had other places you wanted to go to check and question, which will take you the remainder of the night. What were the other places?
We would go straight down Bay Street until we got to the interstates, and there is a homeless encampment under that. And that's where Mother Hubbard would be.
All right. Any questions you have for Mother Hubbard? You get pretty much the same response from anybody you've asked. They've not seen anybody matching the description you're talking about.
Okay.
You do get an idea from a couple of the other homeless people that were in the area when you give descriptions. And one of them tells you that, well, they did see a redhead being escorted from the hospital when they were over there, trying to score a blanket or something. They put her in a vehicle and took her to... through your investigations, you find out they took her to this address.
Okay. Thank you.
But nothing on the others.
Okay.
And that will finish off the remainder of your evening.
Okay. Thank you.
Let's see. Angel will rest where he's at. I'm pretty certain. You'll notice that your curtains and all that are blackout, really heavy and dark.
Okay.
Sometime before the morning, I'm sure you probably kick your meal out of bed and send it on its way.
Yeah.
You'll go back to the boat.
Yep.
And you'll go back to your crypt.
Yep.
And that's where we'll end this evening.
Sounds good.
So, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for joining us. We'll be back Wednesday for some more organized play. I think we're back this week, or was there something that came up?
I don't remember.
Well, keep an eye open. We should be back the Wednesday for some more when Cosmos Collide for our organized play. We'll be back Friday for some more Lost Beginnings. And we'll be back here Sunday to find out what happens next with our new bloods, if you will. So remember, we're in this adventure called Life Together. So keep that golden rule in mind and treat those around you the way you would like to be treated yourself. And with that, have a good week.